This is the key to Worksheet 4.2, Part 1. And in number 1, you're asked to write each equation, and these are log equations, into its equivalent exponential form. So remember that the equivalence form is this. So if you have y equals log of x space b, then you can write this as b to the y equal x. All right, so b to the y equal x. All right, so notice the base of the log is the same as the base of the exponential. The value or the expression that's on this side of the equal sign is going to be your exponent, and the argument is on this side of your exponential. Okay, so it's very easy to write a log equation into its equivalent exponential. You just look at the base first, so you say 2 to the third power equal 8. Same thing here, 3 to the ninth power equal x. Always look at the base first. So the base here is 3. So you say 3 to the y equal 27. Same thing here. B to the fourth. B to the fourth equal 81. Okay? Now over here you're given the exponential equation and you're asked to write it in its equivalent log form. So you're going the other way. So the way to do this, remember, is to write this first. Equal log equal log. All right, so first of all, what I would do is I would locate the base. So what's the base here? The base is 3, so that becomes 3 right here. Now think about what we did here. So it said 3 to the exponent, right? So what's the exponent here? Well, the exponent is 5, so that means this is 5. And then that means the argument is 243. Okay? Same thing here. Say equal log, locate the base. The base is b, so that's going to be b here. And make sure it does look like a base. And then the b to the 7th, so that's your exponent here. And then 153 is your argument. Over here, again, locate the base. So the base is 8, so that's 8. 8 to the x power, 37. Over here, same thing, equal log. The base here is 2, so 2 to the 4th equal y. All right. And then over here, what you need to do first is rewrite this. Remember, always rewrite a radical using rational exponents when you're dealing with logarithms. So this becomes 216 to the 1/3 equal 6. Okay? All right, so the base is 216. So you're going to say equal log 216, just like this, 216 to the 1/3 equal, and then that's 6. All right? Okay, so that was that one. Okay, now here you want to do these without using a calculator, so you have to use some properties that you remember. All right, so the way I would do number 10 is the way that we did something like, using this. So let's think about it this way. 3 to what power is 9? So the answer is 2. All right, so 3 to the second equal 9. That's what that is. Number 11, 2 to what power is 32? That's your question. Well, 2 to the 5th power is 32. So that's 5. Same thing here. 5 to what power is 25? Well, 5 squared is 25, right? So now over here, you got to think, 25 to what power is 5? Well, remember, this is going to be a rational exponent, so the square root. So remember 1/2? So remember, that means the square root of 25 is 5, right? So that has to be 1/2. All right, 6 to what power is 6? Well, 6 to the first power is 6. Number 15. All right, 15. 7 to what power? This is 7 to what power is 1? Well, 7 to the 0 power is 1, right? All right, number 16. Let's do 16 here. So you say 3 to what power is, now remember, write the square root of 3. Write the square root of 3 as 3 to the 1/3. So if I want this side to be 3 to 1/3, then this has to be 3 to 1/3. That means that this box, that my exponent, has to be 1/3. I'm sorry. Square root of 3 is 1/2. I'm sorry. So 1/2, right? 1/2. Okay. Number 17, 8 to what power is 8 to the 5th? Well, if I want this to be 8 to the 5th, then that has to be 8 to the 5th. So that means that the exponent here has to be 5. All right, number 18, the way I would do that is this. So let's go ahead and first of all rewrite it as 3 to what power is 1/9, right? Now remember, we talked about this. Think about 9 as 3 squared, okay? So remember, 1/9 is 3 squared. I'm sorry, is 1 over 3 squared, correct? And in that, the same thing as 3 to the negative 2. So that means this right here, 3 to some exponent is 3 to the negative second power. So if I want this to be 3 to the negative second power, then this has to be 3 to the negative second power. So that's negative 2. All right, and then number 19, the way I would do number 19 is this. Number 19. Okay, so notice that all of these were written in terms of log equations. So log equal box. All right, you're trying to find out what this equals. This, though, remember, your log is in the exponent, so think of this as an exponential. Now, you did learn about a property. That was a property that we learned that said that if you have b raised to the log base b of x, that if this base and this base are the same, it's just the argument. Okay, we saw that. Now, the way to think about this, though, and that was in a lesson we looked at, if you have 5 log of 17 base 5 equal box, let's convert that to a logarithm. So you're going to say log of the base is 5. So you say 5 to the exponent, well, there's my exponent, right? Equal, and then the box. Well, notice that if I want this side to be log of 17 base 5, then this has to also be log of 17 base 5. So that means this is 17. All right, 17. Okay, so this part here required you to remember some properties from that first lesson that was in section 4.2. All right, but that's the key to worksheet 4.2, part 1.